Alright. I am here. How's things going? So I leveled up some. I leveled up my weapon some. What else did I do? Yeah, I just did some stuff. Well, I actually got this one. It's pretty good. It's like me doing jump design. It's alright. I got it. I got all the missions and stuff like that. Well, I did that last time with you guys. But yeah, so we are doing good. Okay. We are gonna go. Desert area. Hope everyone's doing fine today.
So, what's Facade like?
It's strange. Let's just leave it at that.
Stranger than a boorish young woman who battles monsters in her undergarments.
Let's go.
Wolves!
Look out!
Wait, they're leaving.
That one appears to be the pack leader.
What is this?
It appears to be out of service.
No, just don't.
covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
I like the musical line.
What manner of place is this?
I think it's a graveyard.
The headstones seem to be lacking names. Also, why do they shine as if they were carved from the rock just yesterday? It appears to be out of The gate is sealed tight.
Well, great. Guess we're not getting in.
Where is she going?
오! 아니 가인의 같아! 킷! 와르라! 옮긴다!
You know these guys, Kaine?
Not exactly. A while back, I saved a local kid from a pack of wolves. Ever since, this town's welcomed me with open arms. Gotta be a pretty screwed up place if they let me in, huh? Anyway, I don't understand a word they say, so don't get too excited.
I suppose a quick stroll about town is in order.
The language they use here is pretty crazy. So, good luck with that. The king lives in the big building. Figure out the rest for yourself.
What about you?
I'll stay here. I hate crap like this.
I don't know whether to thank you or wish you ill.
What are they saying?
Fascinating. They speak a language I have never before encountered.
I feel bad that I can't understand them.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture. I'd wager that huge structure is the king's manor.
How do we even get there?
With willpower and smarts, my lad.
Come on, Vice, help me out already.
I am a brilliant book of unspeakable value, not some dog-eared travel guide.
I feel like we're just going in circles here.
If only we could speak to the locals, I've no doubt we'd have little trouble reaching the king's manor. We'll just have to suss out a route on our own.
Man, I hate being covered in sand.
Yes, do try harder not to fall in, would you?
さらたらと現代綿毛
No entry, it would seem.
And after we finally made it all this way...
This is pointless. Let us go back. Ho ho, look! This one lacks the power of speech. Perhaps she can communicate through gesture. Let me see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Fira. Do you need help?
Yes, we came here to talk to your king. But it turns out we can't actually talk to anyone.
I can guide you? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous. But first, I must explain.
We really just need to see the king.
No, there are rules to follow. Follow me. Well, there you have it.
Rule 106?
Is Rule 106 the reason for your labyrinthine system of staircases? Well, I suppose eccentric people deserve an eccentric town. It would seem we are impeding progress. Come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd rule?
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
Of all the idiocy, I could never live in this city. Ah, so the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below. Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom. Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
She's just following the rules, Vice. A strange things store?
Such as...
Yeah, that is pretty strange.
Alterua! Alterua!
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose. I don't know how you survive in a place with so many inconvenient prescripts.
You're a good citizen, Fira.
It would seem we are impeded.
You have no king?
The Black Scroll. Thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
We need to talk to the prince.
ザ・カイラム、多大財頭とお会いでしたいでく。改てしてたすおいく。
My patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
It's not your fault, Fira. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
It would seem we are in... Slow down, I can barely... The person who saved me... Surely you don't mean Kaine? Kaine helps you? This foul-mouthed hussy?
Piss off, book. You guys done or what?
隊員だ カイラムとユリセーザ隊員だ。え？じゃあアルテルはケンカンス用臨牛地ジンクル擬態さ。
What's going on?
カイラム在いたすだ。ゲッタイゾと来たざって風木小さたいと。だざユリセイチタザイラート近伝タンダより。アルテルはゾンゾスチギュータタパラタイチクルギ大佐。
7 states that only nobility may enter the temple. That means we can't go look for it.
優秀で。
What about rule 83348?
アルテルは
What about rule 50527?
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Now come, we should be off.
I'm going to say
フリーダ
no.
エルパ枯れたい。
You're forgetting a rule about rule 50527. Oh, screw the rule.
That rule only forbids your people from entering the temple, right? So why not ask an outsider to save your prince?
Oh, and what luck! We just happen to have an outsider who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others right here.
Hey, Mosey. Oh, of course. I'm sorry about that. Duh. I need to move my microphone closer. How are you?
ダイラと近伝チレルと。
But the only ones who can enter the temple are...
I'm going to. Fira told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt. That's how it goes, right, Fira?
Why did I ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
You can barely hear me? This is where my mic normally is. Let me... brighten it up some. How's that sound? Any better?
Let's move.
Wait, it's like it decreased? Oh, that's weird. Try this. Is that better? Should... okay, good. Interesting. I haven't done anything to my mic setup, but... weird. So how are you today? Let me show you the way. You'll need my guidance to get through the sandstorm. Oh, that sucks. Good. I guess I got Listera. Kinda sucks. It's food poisoning. I guess apparently the West Coast is... I mean, the East Coast is
It
having
would
like
seem
a
we are
really
in
big...
peace.
Okay. Vegetables. The East Coast, like, is recalling all their vegetables and stuff. And, yeah. I'll be fine. No, no, it wasn't from a lobster. Actually, I limit my lobster intake. I only have it about once a year. Maybe twice if they're having specials on lobster rolls or something like that. But yeah, right. I will guide you through the desert. Please stay close to me. Okay? Oh, I know, right? Can't run that fast at all.
Beware the wolves.
This sand is too much. I can barely open my eyes.
The moment I open my mouth, the sand rushes inside.
Do you even have a mouth? How does Vera deal with this?
Perhaps there is some manner of filter inside that mask of hers. Keep a keen eye on your surroundings.
Vera sure is brave, isn't she?
For such a minuscule body, she seems to possess almost boundless stores of energy.
He's slow as heck, are you kidding me? Yeah, today I didn't hoof it all that much. Being sick and all. I went about maybe 4 miles. I'm like to go 5. I like that glitter effect that they have going on with the sand, though. It's very, very,
Wolves!
Look out!
interesting.
This girl must possess extreme patriotism. Look how she gives all for the sake of her prince. Stay close to the girl now.
There we go. The Baron Temple is just ahead. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, I got him out. Awesome. This is as far as I can go.
Thanks for your help.
All right. Well, we got. Okay. Well, time to take care of this. I leveled a little bit while I was gone yesterday. So it should be easier. All right. First door open. The following actions are prohibited in this room. The leaping rabbits.
What was that supposed to mean?
Sorry, what now?
Guess we have to play by
Okay,
the rules.
so I can't jump. Absolutely cannot jump. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Okay. That's how you do it.
What a bother.
I wonder what this prince is like.
The man is tasked to protect his people, and yet he's made them toil to save him. I think that tells us everything we need to know. That he is an incompetent fool.
Did I just hear someone?
Alright, what's this one? This rules. Last one was Leaping Rabbit, so this one must be.
Where did you come from, boy?
ウグだとあ、サントと大シム、カイラムであるご。
Wait, seriously? But you're just a kid.
スーツキ、タトスケッチ、レイジ。あ
What?
来るな。
Alright, what are the rules? Okay. Stationary owl.
Well, that was unusual.
Come on, we have to help him.
Or we could simply pretend we didn't see him instead.
Alright. Okay, platforming. Alright, stationary owl. Racing wolf. Invasive mouse. Magical spewing bat.
God damn it! This shit's starting to piss me off!
Kaine!
Magic.
What in the... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Let me go! Let me... I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here!
I assume we'll have to find her as well.
Yep.
I can't. My controller's not sensitive enough. I mean, I'm literally like... Holy crap. Like, the change directions, I literally... Holy crap. Is there a way? Is there a way to turn off the auto run? Okay, that's how I do it. I do it with attacks. The only problem is when you attack. I'm not even running. I'm not even running. No! Okay. Jeez, that was hard. Not really. I don't have any plans this weekend. Yeah. Just relax. Take the day off, you know? Finish up Bible study. Yeah, I have to finish up a study, but no schooling or anything like that. No. At least I don't think. Maybe I have to help out Sunday school, but nothing really. Okay, I can move. I can move now. All right. Man, that was bullshit. Not being able to move. Alright, what's this? Evasive mouse and magic skill. Cool. The Just War? What about it? St. Augustine held that individuals should not resort immediately to violence, but God has given the sword to government for a good reason, based upon Romans 13:4. I'd have to read 13:4. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Let me get that. Alright, let's see. Romans 13:4. Romans 12:13. Okay. So, yeah. So basically that one is more about prosecuting evil. I mean, I guess it could be applied to war. I mean, I wouldn't specifically apply that to war, but I guess that could be. What's this one? I mean, that is an interesting thought.
This madcap barrage of rules shows no signs of slowing.
Easy, Vice. We need quiet or we're gonna mess this up again.
These masked folks suddenly enjoy their bizarre customs.
I wonder what drove them to make such complicated rules.
Yeah, really. Okay. Let every person be subject to their own governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those who exist have been established by God. So, it's not necessarily that we have to submit to authorities. That's a translation error. Or, that's not really an error, but that's talking about, like, an easy way to put it is the laws of physics and stuff like that. Not just the laws of physics, but, like, there have been governing bodies since
The space between my
before you
pages
existed.
feels crunchy.
I'm covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
I'm covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
Okay. So, the authorities that it doesn't just mean authorities like as in figures, like people. It means authorities as in like the rules of things. So like, it can be cultural, it can be rulers as in like real authorities. It can be powers as in like the things that exist between. It could be celestial beings were put in place, and it also can be the authorities as in like you're like they didn't have the concept of gravity at that time, but like things that just happened that they knew happened always happened the way it happened. Like if you jumped off a cliff, you're gonna fall, you know? So it's not just talking about governing authorities there. There's a lot of parts of the Bible too that it talks about so a lot of people think that the Bible's monotheistic, but it's not. It's actually polytheistic, and it's not in the way, the Trinity way. It's actually like polytheistic, like it recognizes other gods' existence, right? And they're supposed to be acting because they're angels, right? Principalities, powers, other things like that. Those are all rulers and governing bodies, too. Thrones, dominions. And a lot of them don't do what is proper. And God chastises them, and I think it's Psalms 130... No. Psalms 82, I think it is. A lot of the translations, the modern translations, translated out to the Jews, but from what it's talking about, you can tell it's not actually Jewish people that it's talking about. Oh, there's a bunch of these rooms. My gosh. All right. But I would say there's a better argument for just wars, and that's oh no, I don't have to go through. No, close on me. And that is after Noah got off the ark, God declares the right to capital punishment then. So capital punishment is when you execute a person. So if you were to broaden capital punishment to a much larger thing, you would have to include like other people, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, it shouldn't be. Yes, like in all technicalities, the church should not be separate from the state, but for instance, the Jews, were in Babylon, in captivity in Babylon. They were to follow Babylonian law as long as it doesn't, you know, go against God's law. Like, that's how law is. You're supposed to follow all the laws of the land. As long as it's not, like, you know, in violation of Christianity, right? That's what we follow, at least. So, as far as governing authorities, like, the state, stuff like that, the state's not necessarily an enemy of God's law. You know, as long as it's just and carried out correctly. It's just the culture.
What's this?
You know?
Well, this doesn't look suspicious at all.
Right.
I suppose that was to be expected.
Hey, look!
That mewling child is inside. Without any rules to bind us, we are free to unleash the entirety of our powers.
It's about time. What is this thing?
I detect magic within the glowing cubes.
Well, these aren't just any cubes, my friends. This is very much different. But yeah, Judaism does state to pay your taxes and stuff like that. To follow all the rules of, you know, other countries. And Christ, once again, he pointed out, give to Caesar what is Caesar's when they asked him about paying taxes. Because a lot of Jews at the time didn't like paying taxes. Because they were asking, you know, is that right to pay taxes? Because if you paid taxes, you're kind of like saying that Caesar was God. Oh, I agree. But Jesus had a really good retort to that. He said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, right? You know,
The guardian of this temple is a
like
curious
whose
sight
face is on the
indeed.
coin.
Says the talking book.
And so, since Caesar's face was on the coin, you know, give that to Caesar, right? But it's actually more interesting than that. Because the genius in what Christ was writing
This is a powerful foe.
There you are, you bastard!
Kaine!
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you! Now hold still and die already!
So, the thing about the face on Caesar, Jesus was implying also whose face is on you. Since we are made in God's image, we should give ourselves to God. That was the implied statement there. But yeah, I do agree that sometimes the people do need to
How did
rise
you...
up against evil forces
You
and
find
evil
us?
powers.
Beats me. I just kicked a bunch of ass and wound up here.
And without even bothering to get dressed.
Fuck off, book.
Kaine, the glowing cubes take priority.
Screw your priorities! I'm gonna kill this thing my way!
Come on. But yeah, I don't like paying taxes either. I mean, I'm technically a libertarian, so you know how I feel about taxes. Yeah. All right.
This should prove interesting.
I think the United States is in an interesting position anyways, as far as that stuff goes. Was that a Zelda reference? That was a Zelda reference.
Kairam! Yuri,
Prince!
Susara to
My
Otachi!
liege, have you any idea of the trouble we've
カイザムセとペルア
Oh, the royal mask.
カイザム・デサラというと
Our people have suffered since the king's death.
シアトとウサトチウレシグ
I was too young to bridge the
Iskura
gap
Taratai.
between our people and the other
ツグ
civilizations.
コスキサオサラエ
Trade has come to a halt.
Siete
We lack
Kita.
food and water, and the people despair for
ペ
it.
ルアカイザンアサキ
The mask is an emblem of the king.
カエサラト
With
ア
it,
ヤーリ
I can project
Ato
a
Lulu.
strong image to other land.
Tata.
Project
ユー
a
リタ
strong
サチ
image.
ヨウリュウ
And our people can be prosperous. Once more,
カイラム
my
オス
prince.
テキルタチエクグ
Rules do
ギ
not
リス
exist to bind
ア
you.
ガイ
They exist to so you may know your freedoms.
ヤーリ
Those are the words of the previous
カイ
king,
ザムア
my
それ
father.
で
And
カイザ
now
ムチ
that I have
タレ
this
ル
mask, I believe I can ascend to the throne. Isn't this
チ
correct?
ロンテク
Of
カイラ
course.
ム
Hail! All hail the
Kaizamu.
new king. Alright. I don't think anyone really knows that ever when they're in a war. You just kind of have to feel out what's right and wrong.
ウラコトサラタインタ
I
ゾスローであっ
apologize to
た
you, my foreign friends, for all of your
ベルア
hardships.
とカイザムセテ
I swear by my
Stop.
new position as king of Facade, I shall grant whatever you
ゴレ
desire. Please,
トルヨーリ
what is it I can do for you?
Oh, no, that's all right. We were just happy to help.
エンリ探査クルタ
Nonsense!
Togo.
Speak your desire, that I may see it done.
I believe the Regent has just given us an order.
I guess so. In that case, how about you make Rule 0? And have it say that if people don't like a rule, they can vote to change it.
A splendid idea.
ヨーリサロ
Very
ペ
well.
ルパチスチタ
My king, this cannot be!
ペルアと
Our people have long
ル
memories.
トスオンジワクレタイ
We shall never forget the debt we owe you. No matter how hard the times.
ペルアと
Such
タ
is the
トダ
way of the masked people.
アンダサン
And
キト
thus,
シチ
we shall grant
と
your
ヨエオ
request.
カイザム
Still, that
サラトは
alone cannot
教えてきた。
repay our debt to you.
コスキウカエテスレタダ
Please accept this.
Thanks. But I think most of your praise belongs to someone else.
ケワタタ
Thank you, Freya. Or Fire. Fyra? Fyra. I'm sorry for all I put you through. It's not a problem. Cool.
Do you know how to cure the Black Scrawl?
Of course I would. If they were fighting for the right things. Do you know how to find a cure? Well,
そうすんよ
ah, the foul disease that
Raizame
claimed
de-
my father's life.
So, even a king couldn't recover from it.
あ
I
de-
fear everything we
Tsushikita
tried
toda.
ended in failure.
It seems there is no way around it. We'll have to collect the sealed verses after all.
Yeah, it's the only lead we have.
ウィンカレキソト
What are these sealed verses?
We came across an old song that says if we find them all, we can cure the Black Scrawl.
And yes, we are well aware that refrains penned by minstrels half in their cups are hardly a reliable source of information.
Hey, I'll believe anything if there's even a sliver of hope it could help me save Yona. And I'll collect verses, orbs, crystals, magic goat meat, whatever.
あと
One moment, please.
た
Can
あ
I
こ
ask you
ち
to visit us
し
again?
てそんどとだちときて
To return as a friend.
Of course.
Just try not to get yourself kidnapped again.
Of course.
たく
Thank you. I
と
promise to be
ち
careful.
たく
Awesome. Yeah, I would.
I'm worried about Yona. Let's go back.
I mean, if called upon, of course, I definitely would. However,
アルテルアチ北
Oh, that's where I got one. Okay.
グラヌザールテル
However, it would have to be a just cause. Like, I have to know in my heart that I was doing the right thing. Like, it'd be very hard for me to do that, though. Because I recognize that my enemy that I'm having to fight, they'd have to be doing some sort of egregious evil for me to actually go along with harming another person, you know? Like, I don't agree with wars that, like, are for profit.
I suppose rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's absolutely right.
Those rules are important to the masked people.
you don't say.
That's why I really...
I do.
I would
And I think it's
prefer not to
important we
fight
respect that.
in a war
Well,
against
well,
people.
The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Hey, less talking, more walking.
I think you can agree with that, though. Right. Exactly. At least I feel that way. Because you have to look at it from God's perspective. Like, if you view the world, like, from God's view, they're all of us, every one of us, are his creation, right? No father wants to watch his child die. For any reason, you know? He wants to make take every single action he can to prevent that from happening. You know, God's willing that none shall perish. And so, yeah, violence is supposed to be like a last resort. Unfortunately, no, you're not accepted for that. We're forgiven by God. Through Jesus Christ.
Yona?
Oh, hey.
I don't believe in purgatory.
How are you feeling?
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon, his lips begin to move, but no sound comes from them. What is he saying? I can't hear him. 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 I can't. I can't. I tried to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face. He's expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait. It's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. Then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Saladia verse. Oh, sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I am looking for. The key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream. What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it, I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth.
Just a dream.
No, there really isn't.
Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and forest of myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
We should play a game
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
Unfortunately, that's a really hard thing to answer. I mean, for me, I know that Christ is the way, you know? However, that's because I've studied the Bible and stuff like that. And it's not my knowledge that really brought me to that decision. But if you understand that concept of who Christ is and what he did for us, it becomes really clear that Christ was God in the flesh. And the reason why he died for us is to show us our sins. That we all are guilty of sin. And thus we need to care about one another. You know?
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing you to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events. In Dream the Village. Events in Dream the Village? Am I reading this wrong? I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. No, I'm not reading it wrong. Okay. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Recently, there have been dream reports, dream, of a certain dream, of dream, evil dream, empty, dream, curse, dream, evil dream, words, dream, and dream, someone, dream. Okay.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
I hope I can.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will?
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you.
There's a lot of people that need hope. Because this world is really, really, really bad, you know? It's worth a lot, trust me. It is good to have, but at the same time, you gotta be real careful too. You don't want to lead anyone down the wrong path, you know? Because there's multiple people I have to really watch out for as far as that goes. Okay, Popola. Not Popola, Yuna. Okay. But, you know, it's important to remember, though, that, like everyone else, you know, I'm just a normal person, just like you, just like everyone else. We all have things that we're unique and special and talented in. I can play that role, sure, but I'm a normal person too. is. What? I wouldn't so much call it a flop though. Like I said, I just happen to know things, so I just use it to the best of my ability to teach others. Sure, liaison. Alright, let's talk this old man.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Why his voice is quizzical?
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Jayce Rand in wise.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Wise stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
Said the mayor.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Jayce Rand's suspicion, Wise exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the Death Dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Jayce Rand had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A
Said the
certain
mayor.
conversation, a specific word, something.
Jayce Rand and Wise racked their brains, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for an answer in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created in his harsh words bleed over to Jayce Rand like a contagion. What? Wait, said Jayce Rand suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest in pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words, was it? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... oh, what the hell was it? A sheep, cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Jayce Rand's face suddenly lit up. I remember. He said, those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Jayce Rand. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused. A grimace followed his face. I should have probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your effort to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My face was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Jayce Rand nodded in agreement. Alright, Bozy. Thanks again for the encouraging words. I appreciate it. Same to you. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Jayce Rand, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Jayce Rand to the mayor, back again, his face filling with concern. Grimar Wise's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right! You're right! I had no idea you were coming! The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Wise, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how to repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing form of Jayce, Rand, and Wise. We're all counting on you. As Jayce Rand faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Jayce Rand's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still new, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But deeper they went, the more the forest closed around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of the tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Wise was proven to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Jayce Rand to pick up the pace, grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Wise muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Jayce Rand snapped, "Okay, Wise, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk." Jayce Rand leaned against the tree, and he tried to stretch the knots out of his back. "How can this stupid forest be so big?" he muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Jayce Rand slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. "Wise! What's going on?" Jayce Rand could see Wise's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Jayce Rand's ears seemed to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand. How long does this go on? My God! Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his ears and listened to the creatures of the woods. An insect symphony dimmed another decibel, and Jayce Rand began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It is not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? My pages. Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but it may be the key to getting out of this place. Then leave it to me. Then leave it to you to answer. 1 with lacking, 1 with ideal, 3 is dangerous. What is it? One is lacking, 2 is ideal, 3 is dangerous. Something that is ideal with 2 people, but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw. White's mouth flew open. Before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. When Jayce came to, he was once again surrounded by the sound of insects. The cries of the insects created words. Alright, the sound of the insects stopped and suddenly it began. The forest underground parted before Jayce like a rippling wave, opened a new path. These, the forest anthropods, are making a road for us, said Wise with glee. Pleased at the passing test, Jayce moved on with a new intensity. The path offered... Oh my gosh! The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest accepted us, huh? As Jayce said after a bit. Wise spun around to face his companion. Do not make mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned the corner and found themselves in a clearing spring. Smiling, Jayce picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left came together to form words. Enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, Bart. Now answer it. Grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and stirring his companion. He's right, after all. This one's pretty easy. I enter through the window, but I break it no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the sunlight, filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, Wise, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey, look, cried Jayce. Blah, blah, blah. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of the house, Wise saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Wise? I mean, after this, I'm done. I'm done after this. I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Jayce walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was was obscured by mist. Began Jayce. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began to speaking. I have 4 legs. In the morning, 2 at noon, but at night with 3. What am I? Jayce tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage the man with conversation, it seems that we have to answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Jayce. Well, at least it's an easy one. Yep. You are a man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Jayce. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long, long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. And with that, the man turned on his heel, and Jayce Rand watched as the mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Jayce Rand and Wise returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet, scrambled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it. You actually made it back." His left hand grasped Jayce Rand and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his hand seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. "God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not." The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. "I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again." When Jayce Rand withdrew himself from the mayor, eager handshake with a slight smile. "We broke the death dream seal," he said. "At least I think we did." The mayor beamed as Jayce Rand filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down in the forest and fell asleep again. Cocked his head. "Okay, hang on a sec. That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep?" "'Cause the endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futile itself." Jayce Rand and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. "Have you forgotten," continued Wise, "it is not the words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then we sleep. Then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue." With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the mayor. "The first time I have felt so tired since I was imprisoned here." The words were cut off by a loud yawn, and remembering nothing more. They might have slept there for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things were slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Jayce Rand shook the mayor's shoulder. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did. I'm back." He blinked once and then again, as if quite believing the sound before him. "You two have no idea how much this means." "I do not." So, reading this much, man, holy crap. I've been reading for like an hour. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess I wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started out and collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. Then Jayce glanced at Jayce Rand and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled up the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I am sure," said Wise. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, spraying on his feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished, "it's the guardian of the village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Wise. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "No, not the gods. The words. The legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Jayce and Wise could not contain their surprise. It seemed their goal has been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttering, Wise, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them, I thought this was going to be the end, my gosh! As the three of them said their goodbyes, Jayce mentioned the riddle, third riddle, and the mystery of the words he had left with them. I once saw a vision of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space in a long moment. You know, he softly said, this is going to sound odd, but I have a feeling that I'd seen you before, too. Jayce tried to keep a straight face, but failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the Death Dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Jayce gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly he thought his thoughts were racing. There is something wrong about the mayor and his words, and what exactly is going on here. The riddle proved to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
Oh my gosh!
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Oh my gosh.
This person must be dreaming.
It would appear that...
Nope. Ugh. I am done for tonight, guys. It was fun hanging out with you, but I can't handle anymore. Seriously, I can't handle. After reading all that, it was just too much for me. Anyways, I'm going to catch you later. By the way, I'm a writer, so I read for a living, basically. And I just, no, I don't play video games to read so much. It's going to be a pain in the ass to come back tomorrow and do it. But I will. I'll be back tomorrow. All right, catch you guys then. See ya. See ya.